Do you want a Caesar? America, I ask again, do you want a Caesar? I do not. I want my republic back. But as it stands now in this time and place, Trump is for me and for many a far more benevolent, benign, and beneficial force for our country than the continued control by the constrictive, restrictive, unfeeling, uncaring, unconscionable federal machine that has smothered us for so long. But all the same, this victory alone cannot forestall what I fear is to follow. Because in order to purge entrenched interests, Donald Trump has made his changes through executive order, through fiat, through his will alone, wielded not as an emergency measure, but as the rule of law from the mouth of a king. Endless executive orders laid forth with the effect of law because the lawmakers are ineffective. Congress has been reduced to formality, to a rubber stamp brigade, to a cadre of cheerleaders for their party's president, having given up, through its own long-standing dysfunction, its sovereign power to lead, to oversee, and ultimately to curtail the powers of the executive. Our House and our Senate have become the Roman Senate in Rome's empire, pointless, perfunctory, and prestigious, but in name only. And with the waning of the Senate, there has been an ever-increasing amount of Caesarism towards the laureled Donald Trump, and of animosity for critics of his agenda and policies, no matter who, what, and whither they are. But I, for one, do not want unlimited executive power. I do not want a cult of personality. I do not want loyalty to one man, to one being, to one human being to be the measure of every man. I do not want a Caesar. I do not want a state that is a king and a king that is a god. I want one nation under God. I want my republic back. I want the country that was heretofore built upon enlightenment, upon understanding, upon mutual concord and amity through discourse rather than discord and insanity as a matter of course. And so we shall learn in due time whether this is an American rebirth or rather the beginning of the end. It was for Rome the end. For them it was the beginning of an endless string of strong men who led with force and fear instead of wisdom and courage, who sacked Rome far more thoroughly than any barbarian horde, dragging her down beneath history's waves, where now only her ruins and her writings are visible above the surface. So if we want to stop that inevitable despotic decline, then no man, no one man, no party, no single movement, no worldly entity unto itself and by itself shall be sufficient and sovereign over us. Because we are a republic made of us and by us and for us. So please God, let our country, our nation, our people's destiny be not for naught. Let us be and remain a republic, not in name, but in deed. Let us recover our senses, our sense of self, our sense of purpose, our sense of worth, and grant us our greatness once more and the grit to fight for it. Please, God, bless America and show us the way.